Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. A very warm welcome if you are new. My name is Nikki and this is a video where I recreate the cast of 1996 movie The Craft. The first character I create from the film is Sarah. Sarah joins a high school in Los Angeles where she becomes friends with 3 other girls and they create a coven and start casting spells on themselves and on other people. Things are fine until they go wrong and the friendship group disassembles. I'm really trying to be as vague as possible because this is one of my favorite films ever from my childhood. I love it. I've seen it so many times, so I would recommend you to watch it. I don't want to give too much away if you haven't seen it, but I would say Sarah is the main character of the film. Just from my memory and from doing quick Google image searches, which is my favorite thing, I broke each girl down to a general style, and I would say that Sarah's general style is just girl next door. She dresses very ordinarily. She doesn't have any special or unique characteristics about her style. I didn't rewatch the film because I was scared to not love it as much as I remember loving it, so I have to go on what I read and what I saw. But her style is very simple. I think I made her just a tad more interesting. You know, I like to put my own spin on things, and I did want to tick the boxes, even if lightly, tick the boxes that these girls are still high schoolers, so this is what they'd wear to school, and also that they practice witchcraft. So I wanted to include those elements in each of their styles, even though they have very different fashion senses. The next character I create is Nancy, and she was my favorite character in the film. She was a little bit intense and quite scary. She was very confident and she had a very unique style. Her style was the most gothic out of the 4, so you know, I just love that. But again, I do want to say that I can't obviously recreate an exact outfit, especially from a film, as they have so many different outfits depending on the part of the movie that they're in. But I really wanted to capture their essence. That sounds so cheesy, but I wanted to capture who they were in styling rather than try to recreate their outfit or their hair or their face. Exactly. I'm really bad with faces, by the way. I find it so much easier to create fictional Sims than creating Sims that are based on a real human face that exists. So I don't think any of them look like these actors. Another thing that I do is I have dozens of photos as references in terms of outfits, makeup, hairstyles, face, and they all differ from each other, but I only show a few in the video because I don't want to make it too long, or maybe you're already familiar. And the individual photos that I have on screen aren't necessarily the same photos I was looking at when I was trying to recreate their face, so there are obvious differences to me while I edit this video, and it's hard to find hairs that match exactly, although this Maxis match hair that I've given Nancy is one of my favorite hairstyles that I've downloaded, so anytime I feel it's appropriate to attach to a sim, I will attach it. Sorry about that. Sometimes you just have to reuse CC because they're so fantastic. The next character I create is Rochelle. It was actually while I was creating Rochelle that I noticed that I forgot to name each character in the game itself. I named them 1, 2, 3 and 4 because I created this household, like the initial household for this idea, months ago, and I just wanted to have it there and save it so I didn't forget that I had this idea. And I didn't name them at the time, so when I came back to pulling up this household and starting the video, I just didn't realize I didn't name them at the time. I just started creating them, and it's only when I reached Rochelle that I noticed, so I'm really sorry about that. But Rochelle is the preppy one out of the 4. So sometimes she has suspenders or a tie or a pleated skirt, long socks, that kind of look, which I think is really cute, and I love creating that. I don't do it enough in The Sims actually. So that is her style if we were to break it down into generic basics. And I found it really frustrating that I don't have enough curly hairs. Her hair is really unique and memorable. This lovely, what are they called? Ringlets that are kind of golden brown color. I tried my best, but that is what, everything you saw is what I had. So this is the closest that I could get to Rochelle. The next character I create is Bonnie. Bonnie is a really interesting character. She suffers quite severely from low self-esteem and body issues in the film. So she covers her body up for the majority of the film quite heavily. I don't know if it's a spoiler, I mean it is a 20+ year film, but she has these scars, these burn scars covering her body. I can't remember exactly where because, like I said, I didn't rewatch the film, but I remember very specific scenes where we get to see these scarrings. So I wanted to bring that into the video, even though I knew I was going to cover it up. I did download CC scars to give to Bonnie because this is a big part of who she is and why she dresses the way she does. So I really love this outfit. It's a really cute baggy number, and I love baggy clothes. I love a baggy jumper in real life, so this is right up my street. But I also like this outfit because it does look like a school uniform. I feel like they all do look like witchy high schoolers, which is what I was trying to achieve. It was a little tricky, this video, but it was a lot of fun, and this is one of my favorite films from my childhood, so I hope you enjoyed it. One thing I think I forgot to do was make it look 90s. I don't think they look 90s enough. I think they look rather modern. So if I was to do another pop culture from the 90s, I would try to keep that in mind. A link to the custom content is in the description box below. Please hit like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day, stay safe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye everyone.